You ever notice how good something feels until you see someone else doing it better? You're proud of your progress until you scroll. You like your apartment until you see a luxury high-rise in LA. You feel good about your relationship until you see someone else's perfect couple trip on Instagram. You're excited to start your business until you stumble upon someone making six figures doing what you just launched. And just like that, you go from being inspired to insecure, from proud to paralyzed, from motivated to thinking, what's the point of this anymore? And that right there is what comparison does. It steals your joy. It clouds your mind. It kills It kills what's beautiful that's right in front of you, because it convinces you that what you have is not enough. I know you've probably heard this quote before. The fastest way to kill something special is to compare it to something else. And it's true. You can have something meaningful, something growing, something real, but the moment you start measuring it against someone else's version of success or beauty or perfection, it starts to wither. Not because it changed, but because you changed how you looked at it. And let's be honest, we do this all the time. But here's the thing. Comparison doesn't just steal joy. It steals clarity. It steals presence. It turns what was once enough into never enough. And it does it silently. You're not even aware it's happening sometimes. You open your phone and before you know it, you're 10 scrolls deep into someone's curated life, someone's highlight reel, their peak moment, their professionally edited, perfectly lit, best day ever type of post. And suddenly your life starts to feel dull. It starts to feel messy. It starts to feel incomplete. But you forget that you're comparing your behind the scenes to their highlight reel. And that's just not unfair. It's unrealistic. Let's be really clear. Everyone compares. It's human. But comparison only becomes a problem when it turns into self-attack, when it stops you from celebrating your own growth, when it makes you feel like what you have and who you are isn't worth anything. Comparison says, they're further ahead than me. They're better looking than me. They've figured it out more than I have. Why should I even try? But the truth is, you don't know what they're carrying. You don't know what other people had to sacrifice. You don't know what part of the journey they're in or what demons they're still fighting behind the scenes. And more importantly, their journey has absolutely nothing to do with yours. You have to recognize this. Growth is not a race. Social media and even real life will trick you into thinking that it is a race. Like if you're not a millionaire by 25, you failed. Or if your body doesn't look a certain way, you're behind. Or if your relationship isn't couple goals, you should be worried. But here's the harsh truth. There's no set timeline. There's no universal scoreboard. There's no single definition of success. Your growth isn't supposed to look like someone else's. Your process isn't meant to be compared. And your path isn't late. It's yours. So instead of asking, why am I not where they are? Start asking, am I further than I was yesterday? The only comparison that ever leads to growth is the one you make with your past self. That's it. Not with classmates, not with influencers, not even with me, not with strangers online who look like they're living your dream life. Just you. Are you focused? Are you more focused than you were a year ago? Are you showing up for yourself more than you were last month? Have you healed a part of yourself that used to hold you back? That's the game. That's the scoreboard. Everything else is just noise. And let me say something real quick, and I want you to hold on to this. Hear me clearly. Purpose isn't a competition. Whatever it is you're here to do, the story that you're here to live can't be compared to someone else's. You weren't born to copy and paste someone else's blueprint. You weren't created to chase a recycled version of someone else's life. What's for you will find you, but not if you're busy chasing someone else's identity. The more you compare, the more disconnected you become from your own calling. And let me tell you, no amount of likes, followers, aesthetics, or fake validation will ever fulfill you if you're not aligned with who you actually are. Now I gotta talk about this, because most people are comparing themselves to something that isn't even real. Social media is not a reality. It's a highlight reel. It's a trailer, not the whole movie. What you see is the glow ups, the soft lighting, the vacations, the perfect skin, the curated captions. But what you don't see is the breakdowns. You don't see the anxiety. You don't see the lights, the bills, the self-doubt, or the loneliness. You're comparing your raw footage to someone else's polished commercial. That's like comparing your workout sweat to their victory pose. It's not the same. It's never been the same. And here's what they don't tell you. That person you envy, they might be exhausted. They might be performing for the camera and then crying behind it. They might be financially successful and emotionally bankrupt. They might have everything you think you want and still feel empty inside. Success isn't just what you see. It's not numbers. It's not followers. It's not just aesthetics or materialistic things. Success is peace. It's alignment. It's waking up and feeling good about who you are when nobody's watching. And comparison will always try to sell you the version of success that's loud, flashy, external, because that's what gets clicks. But real fulfillment, that's eternal. That's why your only real competition is with the version of you that stopped believing you were enough. And let me be very clear. You don't need to have it all figured out yet. You're allowed to be a work in progress. You're allowed to grow at your own pace. Some people peak at 22. Some people find themselves at 42. So take detours, take some leaps. Some rise fast, some rise slowly, but they still rise. Don't rush your story just because someone else is in a different chapter. You have no idea what's coming next in your life. And comparison can blind you from what's right around the corner. So stay focused on your page, not theirs. Here's something that's actually helped me a lot. Gratitude. And I know that sounds cliche, but hear me out. Not just the surface kind of gratitude, but the quiet daily count. Literally counting your blessings. Where you sit with, what you do have, and remembering it's not guaranteed. You start saying, I'm thankful for my breath today. I'm thankful for the people who love me as I am. I'm thankful for the progress I've made even if no one sees it. I'm thankful I'm still here, still trying, still growing. I'm thankful that I have food on my table. I'm thankful that I have a roof over my head. There's a lot of people out there who would kill and die to be in the position you're in. Understand that and think on it, and you realize how blessed you truly are. Gratitude doesn't just ignore your goals. It just reminds you you are not here to hate your current self on the way towards your goals. You can be both ambitious and content. You can chase more while still loving what is. That's the balance. Comparison can't give you peace. It can't give you purpose. It can't give you confidence. It can't give you clarity, because it's always based on someone else's journey, not your truth. The more you compare, the further you drift from your core. And the more you stay centered, the less noise matters. You don't need to keep looking sideways. Look inward, then forward. That's how you move. That's how you grow. I'll leave you with this before I go. You are building something beautiful, even if it doesn't look like much right now. Even if it's messy, slow, unrecognized, underfunded, or unseen. It's yours and it's sacred. Don't kill the magic just because it doesn't match someone else's version. Don't ruin your journey trying to copy someone else's destination. You're not falling behind. You're not failing. You're not forgotten. You're unfolding. Be patient with that. Stop comparing and start becoming. If you're struggling with anything in your life, peace, learning how to make money online, you're feeling lost, your relationship is struggling, hit the link in my bio and set up a call with me so we can get you figured out and I can help you along your journey. If not, thank you for watching this entire video and continuing to show love. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. In the meantime, stay focused, be blessed, and keep going.